Welcome to another tutorial. This time we're going to show you how to manage the fonts of the Amplitude theme using the theme options panel. To do so, we go to the theme options panel in the main menu and we click on appearance, and thereafter we click on fonts. Now you have tons of options here. You can set the font face, you can set the sizes of the H tags from H1 to H6. You can also set the line height. You can also choose a variation font to mix the H tag titles with two different fonts, which makes this theme very unique. So I'm going to first show you how to select font. So we do just this from the drop down here, title font. So we're going to select a font here. You select the font from the list, click save, and we can check it on the front end here. And it's really that simple. We can also up the font size a little bit should we want to. Let's see here, we can set H1 and the H2 font size here as an example. So here we can see we just increased the font size. The key here though is to find two fonts that go well together. You can really mix the fonts depending on the type of look that you're going for. So we're going to give that a try here. I'm going to choose two fonts here. I'm going to keep the size as it is, and then we're going to scroll down and we're going to choose a nice variation font here. So now that you've saved the two different fonts, the original font and the variation, we can go to our sample page to see how to mix the fonts. Now, something to keep in mind when you're managing fonts is that if you want a regular title with one font, you can just fill in the top part here, the title of the page. But if you want to vary the font, we scroll down where it says display title. And the way that you vary font is by using a span. So we're going to use that here. Now, you can also vary font in the body if you'd like to, but there you can use the span shortcode instead, which makes it more easy because you can stay in the visual editor while you do so. But if you're editing the display title, you will need to use the markup. So we've entered that. We click Preview Changes. And here you can see that we have chosen two fonts here. The first one and the title variation font here. Now this doesn't look really right because we haven't set the right size, and this is exactly what makes this theme option panel so useful, that we can variate it. So we go back to the Foundry here, go Appearance, go Fonts. I'm going to choose actually another font here. It may look nicer. Let's scroll down here, and we are, hold on, and we're going to choose the variation font here. There we go, and we're going to choose Quicksand. Now we set the main title font to 40 pixels for H1, so we're going to go ahead and do that the same here, and for H2, I'm going to set that to 32. There we go, then we can reload the front here. And there we go, and here we have a nice variation. We have the original font here, and we have the corresponding size. In this case, we don't need to change any line height because it aligns nicely. Now, should you choose two fonts that are very opposing, you can also set the line height to make sure that they match. And that's pretty much it for the tutorial on variating fonts. Now, we also threw in here an addition, which is you can set the font for the block quote, short code. You can also set the font for the slider caption as well as the teaser area. So it gives you quite a wide range. You can modify quite a few things and to get different looks that match your skin and so on. And that's pretty much it for this. Thank you.